Alright, in this video we are going to solve LeetCode question number 48, which is called rotate image. Now the problem statement says that you are given an nxn 2D matrix representing an image. Rotate the image by 90 degrees in clockwise. You have to rotate the image in place, which means you have to modify the input 2D matrix direct. We don't need to allocate another 2D matrix to do the rotation. So we are going to do it in Java. So let's say we have a 2D matrix like this. So rotating it by 90 degrees means that we're just going to do it like this. So it's going to be like this. So this means that initially we are going to get the matrix like this, then the output is going to be like this. So here we need to have a square matrix, and the rotation is going to be the 90 degrees to clockwise, and we are not going to create a new matrix. We are just going to rotate it in place. Now the trick here is that think of matrix as layers or rings. We are just going to rotate first outer ring, then the next is inner ring. Now in our case it is 3 by 3 matrix, so we have only the outer ring, we don't have inner ring, because in the inner we have only one element. So let's say the matrix is 4 by 4. In this case the outer ring is going to be like this. First we need to rotate this one, then we are just going to continue to the inner layer, which is going to be this one. So this means that we have to write a solution which is going to be applicable for any number. It can be 5 by 5, 4 by 4, and 3 by 3. So we are going to look at the solution by using 3 by 3 matrix. So it's obvious that the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to create a method. So the method is public method, which means that it can be called from outside, and we have a void over here, which means that we are just going to modify the matrix directly, and we have parameter matrix, which is 2D array as an input parameter. So in our case, we are going to pass this matrix as an input parameter. It's obvious that it's 3 by 3. So the index of these columns and rows will start from 0. So we have the indexes like this. So we are going to use them. Now the next thing that we are going to do, we are going to create the guard clause. So we have if condition like this. So it's going to check to ensure that the input is valid, because we need to have some elements in the matrix, so we can do it by checking the rows. So if the matrix len is equal to 0, which means that we don't have any rows, so we just need to return because this is not valid. Other condition is that if the number of rows is equal to the number of the columns. If they are not equal, this means that it's not a square matrix. In this case, this is not going to be the valid matrix. We're just going to return from here. So in our case, we see that it is 3 by 3 matrix, which means that this condition is going to return false. We are going to continue to the next line of code. Now in the next line, we're just going to store the size of the matrix, which is going to be n. So if this is 3 by 3, so this means that the length of the matrix is going to be 3. So in n we will have 3. Now after this line of code, the things gets interesting. We are going to create the layers. So we will loop over the layers. As I mentioned before, the layer represents the ring of the matrix. So in our case, the loop is going to be like this. So outer layer is going to be this part. So in case of 3 by 3, we have only one layer. So it's going to represent this one. So when we execute this, the layer is going to start from 0. Then we are going to continue to the next line of code. Inside this loop, which means that we are going to loop through this, we are going to define first variable, which is going to be variable. So for each layer, we will compute two important variables. First is going to be starting index of this layer. So initially it's going to start from 0 because the layer is 0. Then we have the last variable, which is going to be end of this layer. So end of this layer is going to be calculated based on this formula, n minus 1 minus layer. So layer is 0, n is 3, which means that the last index is going to be 2. So this outer ring that we have over here spans indices from 0 to 1 in both rows. So as you can see, it starts from 0, it ends at 2. So the name of the variables, first and last, makes the code easier to read when we use them later. Then we will have inner loop. So inside each layer, we will walk across the top edge of the ring. So it's going to start with I, and I will start with first. It goes up until last minus 1. So take into account that it's not equal over here. It's just going to continue until the last, and the last is not included. So that's why I'm saying last minus 1. So in this case, I is going to be 0 initially. Then we are going to calculate another variable, which is going to be the offset. So this is very important helper variable, because offset tells us how far the current position from I to the start of the layer. In the first variable we have 0, and in I we have 0. So this means that initially the offset will start from 0. So we use the name of offset because in the math or programming, offset always means distance from some starting reference point. And we will use this distance to find the matching position on the left, bottom, and right sides. The next thing that we are going to do, we are going to find out the current top element of this ring. The top element of this ring is obvious that it's going to be 1. So that's why we are using int top is equal to matrix first and I. So if we write it like this, in the first we have 0 and in I we have 0. So 0th row and 0th column is going to be this one. So this means that in the top we will have 1. Then we are going to continue to do the 4-way rotation. So we have 4 core assignments over here. Each one moves a value from one side of the layer to the other. So we are going to do the rotation from left to top, then bottom to left, then right to bottom, then from top to right. So first we are going to start left top. So we are going to take element from left side and move it to the top side. So for this we are going to write the code like. So matrix with the first index, which is 0, and I is 0, which is going to be 1. And instead of 1 here to the place of 1, we are going to move the element from left to top. So this means that we need to take this element, which is going to be the 7. So to be able to take this, we are going to write it like this. So the last index is 2 and the offset is 0, so it's going to be 2 over here, and in the first variable we have 0. So the element which is located in second row and 0th column is going to be the 7. So this means that we are going to move 7 to the place of 1. So it's going to be like this. Then we are going to continue to the bottom to left. So this means that we are going to write the code like this. So in this case, we are going to move 9 to the place of 7. So we know that 7 is located at this index in the second row and 0th column. So we are going to write it like this. So it's going to be 7. Then we need to access the 9. So 9 is located at the row of 2 and column of 2. So this means that we are going to write the matrix with the last index and last index minus offset. And offset is 0, so it's going to be 2 by 2. So after doing so, 9 will move to the place of the. Then we are going to continue to the third case. In the third case, we are going to move it from right to bottom. This means that 3 will move to the place of 9. So 3 is located at 0th row and second column. So this means that if we write matrix with the last and last minus offset, is going to be the place of 9, and the place of 3 is going to be matrix with I row, which is 0, and the last variable, which is 2, is going to be the column. So if you write it like this, it's going to access the 3. So 3 will move to the place of 9. Now the last thing that we need to do over here is going to be from top to right. So we know that top is located in the top variable, which is 1. We need to put top to the place of 3. So 3 is located at I index last variable, which is going to be 0 and 2. So in this case, we are going to move the top to the place of 3. So it's going to be 1. So with this, we have successfully changed the elements in the top corners. Now we need to change the place of the middle element. So this means that 2 will move to the place of 6, 6 will move to the place of 8, and 8 will move to the place of 4, and 4 will move to the place of 2. For this, we are going to continue to execute the next iteration of the for loop. Now when we move to the next iteration, I will be 1 and nothing else will change. So we are going to calculate the offset. So I minus first, which is going to be the 0, so offset is going to be 1. So as you can see, it's changed over here. Then we are going to calculate the top. Now in this case, top is going to be the 2. So to be able to do that, we are going to access the 0th row and first column, which is going to be this. So we are writing matrix with the first variable and I index, and I changed to the 1. So this is going to be the 2 over here. In the top variable, we will have 2. Then we are going to continue to move the element from left to top. So this means that 4 will move to the place of 2. To be able to do that, we are going to put first the place of 2, which is going to be this one, 0th row and first column. And then we are going to calculate this equation. Last is equal to 2. And offset is 1, so 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. And in the first variable, we have 0, so this means that it's going to access 4 over here, and 4 will move to the place of 2. Then we are going to move from bottom to left, so this means that 8 will move to the place of 4. So matrix with the last minus offset, so last is 2, offset is 1, so it's going to be 1, and the first is 0, which is going to be the 4. Then we will have matrix with last row and last minus offset column. So the last is 2 and the last minus offset is going to be 1, so this is going to be 8, so 8 will move to the place of 4. Then we are going to continue to the right to bottom, so this means that 6 will move to the place of 8. So first we are going to write matrix with last and last minus offset, which is going to be the place of 8. Then we will have matrix with I and last index. So I is 1 and last is 2, which is going to be the place of 6. So 6 will move to the place of 8. Then at the end, we are just going to put the first row and last index, which is going to be place of 6. So this means that 2 will be placed at the place of 6 over here. So in the top, we have 2. So then the next iteration, I is going to be 2, so it's not less than the 2, so it's not going to be executed. Then we are going to continue to the outer loop. So here we will see that layer is going to be 1, and this means that n is 3 and n divided by 2 is going to be 1, so layer 1 is not less than layer, so this part will not be executed. We have successfully rotated this image to 9-degree clockwise. So that's how the code works in case of Java. Hopefully with this explanation everything is clear.